Morning, Toronto. Good morning, Canada. I'm Meredith Shaw, and as we know, the holidays are filled with images of peace and cheer and togetherness, and that's the truth. But the reality is also that it's not always how it plays out. So factors such as stress and loneliness, depression can make this a really difficult time of year for many people. Roxanne Francis joins us this morning with tips on managing your mental health through the holiday season. I'm so glad that you're here and we're going to be diving into this.
Yeah, it's a very popular topic at this time of year for sure.
Yeah, because often when all those images are put up in a certain way, if you are feeling the opposite or even just a little bit down or uncomfortable, it magnifies it.
100%.
And you feel even lonelier in that moment.
Yeah.
So where do you want to start?
Start by adjusting your expectation and understanding that it's okay. Right? Not everyone's going to be festive and bright, and that you are entitled to your feelings, and it is okay. A lot of people are going through loneliness, grief, family angst, and turmoil, and you can opt out of a lot of things, and you don't have to feel guilty about it.
That's the real key, though, is that we fall back almost into a childlike state at this time of year, right? And so we don't really feel like, even if we've set up boundaries, even if we've done some resolutions in the top of the year, once it gets to that twinkly time of Christmas, we fall back into old patterns, especially with our families, with our friends. And so how do we set up some of those boundaries and stand up for ourselves, even in those situations that can be really full of history?
Yeah. You can certainly let people know ahead of time. Right? The weeks are coming up, the weeks are slowly coming towards the holidays, and you can tell people ahead of time, listen, I won't be able to join you at the family function, or I'm going to be doing something else instead. You can make alternate plans. At Thanksgiving time, sometimes people have Friendsgiving, when you can connect with friends instead of family, if that's something that brings you angst and worry and sadness. Resentment,
yeah,
right?
Because friends can be chosen family, right?
Exactly.
I hear that all the time.
Exactly.
So you can opt out.
You can opt out, just make plans ahead of time. It gets harder and harder to opt out the night before, right? Or on Christmas Eve, right? People already have these big expectations about all the people at the table. So give them notice about opting out.
Yeah, people avoid tough stuff.
Yes.
It's not going to go away. You got to do something about it. Give yourself a little bit of time. What about when it comes to divorced parents, or, in my case, I'm in a blended family.
Yes.
So we're wanting to make sure that the kids are seeing all sides of the family. It can be difficult.
Right.
Tips
I would
there.
say to parents, don't let the children feel like they have to choose. Make a plan ahead of time, right? Even if you and the ex are not on good terms, do your best to make a plan ahead of time to say, okay, on Christmas morning, the kids are going to have brunch with you, and then in the evening, they're going to have dinner with me. You do not want to be second guessing on the day of or in the last minute. It's going to cause strife between you and the co-parent, and the children are going to feel it, right? Allow the children to express excitement about the other parent, and don't make them feel bad for it. Again, it's about making the plan ahead of time.
Yeah, and just that with grace and not have too high of an expectation.
Exactly.
Don't try to make the Christmas movie happen every single time, right?
And don't try to one-up the other parent as well.
Yeah, that's a losing game for everyone, especially the kids.
Exactly.
So the other thing we have to touch on before we move on from this conversation is grief.
Yes.
This can be a very difficult time, especially if you're going through the holiday season, maybe the first time without a parent or without someone you loved. What do you have to say on that situation?
Again, give yourself the time and space to feel that. Don't feel the pressure to be festive and merry and bright and put on a mask, right? If, however, you are a parent in your home and you have to create Christmas magic for everyone, but you are grieving, try to see if you can have someone over, right? To create a little bit of buffer for yourself. So if you need to excuse yourself and have a moment, then that's okay. Or if you need someone to help the kids with wrapping gifts or whatever while you sit and have that memory or maybe even journal, then it gives you that space and that capacity to do that while, and then you can come back and fulfill that role. But grief is something that's heavy for many people. Connect with other people who understand. Connect with people who will give you the space and the time to pull away, to be teary-eyed without feeling like you're bringing the whole room down. you know, that's all right. And if you know someone who's navigating grief, allow them to talk about their person.
Yes.
Right? Do not feel that they're dripping their sad all over, you know, everyone. They're allowed to feel that way.
Yeah.
Give them the space and the grace to do that.
And to honor that person, you know,
Exactly.
at this time of year.
Exactly.
Roxanne Francis, always full of such incredible information, especially at this time of year. Thank you for this permission to
Yes.
just holiday as we all will in our own lives and not to set up too high of an expectation. Thank you for that. Where can people find more info about you?
Yes, they can find me at Francis Psychotherapy on social media, and they can also find me at www.francispsychotherapy.com. Myself and my team are working, many of us, throughout the holidays, and we are here to support you.
Yes, you are not alone. There is help. Reach out when you need it. And there's also more of your favorite show, Breakfast Television, coming up right after this.